Hello, welcome to the video. So in this lesson, I will be talking about, or in this video rather, I will be talking about Unit 4, Lesson 3, which is all about energy stored in capacitors. So previously from the Lessons 1 and 2 of Unit 4, we talked about the ability of capacitors to store energy inside them, okay? And relatively, it is due to the flow of electrons which causes electric field inside the capacitor. So that is where the energy is being generated or being stored rather, or being matigom siya inside the capacitor. Okay? And this time, since we're not going to talk about the concept of storing energy, we will be able to, or we will learn how do we compute for the amount of energy. Like for example, katong sa to ang lesson sa unit 3 where we calculated for the potential energy. Okay? So how do we calculate for the energy that is stored inside the capacitor? So we're going to learn that in this lesson. Let's first go to the objective. So in the objectives is to calculate the amount of energy stored inside a capacitor. So we will learn how the formula of computing the amount of energy inside the capacitor. So it also be depending on the type of capacitor niya, no? So di ba, remember you have three nga ato na naisgutan na previously sa lesson 1, which is the parallel plate, we have the cylindrical and the spherical. So magbase pod siya ana niya ang ma-store nga amount of energy. Okay. So also be reminded na di ba ang capacitance sa usa ka capacitor will also depend on the type of capacitor, the shape of the capacitor. So technically, the energy will also be dependent with the type or the shape of the capacitor. So now, determine the relationships between and among potential difference, potential energy, and capacitance. So later, we will also have some information regarding the relationship between these three. And then last is solve for the energy density in a capacitor. So you think of energy like the volume. I-think nimo ang energy nga matigom sa capacitor as like volume of water. Okay? So later, murag kaning formula there where ang ato ang approach to energy is thinking of it as a matter that occupies the space inside or between the conductors inside the capacitor. Okay? So ingana siya. So let's proceed. Now, energy stored in capacitors. The storage of electrical energy in a charged capacitor is made possible by the separation of positive and negative charges. So if you remember sa atong analogy sa lesson 2, if you watch the video, then the electrons from the upper plate or the positive plate of our capacitor will be, let's say for example na may source ang ato ang system nga battery. So katong positive charge sa ato ang electrons rather sa ato ang plate nga naa sa top nga naka-connect sa positive sa ato ang battery will be attracted to the positive charge or positive na potential, high potential rather, dito sa ato ang battery. So mudagan ang electrons padung sa atong conductor sa capacitor padung sa positive na part sa ato ang battery, and then i-push sa katong nga charged electrons ang electrons nga naa na inside sa battery padung na pud sa negative nga conductor or negative plate sa ato ang capacitor. Okay, so ubos so naay excess of negative charges ato ang bottom nga plate or bottom nga conductor sa capacitor. Okay, so ingana na matigom ang ato ang energy dito because of the electric field nga na-cause sa atong pag-flow sa electrons. Okay, or di ba mahimo mang high potential ang positive nga plate, so naa siya electric field nga gi-produce, and then since na may excess nga electrons ang atong bottom plate, so ma-attract sila sa positive but dili sila katabok padung sa plate sa positive because of the inductor nga na in between sa ato ang conductors. Okay, so muna siya. So mag-create siya electric field, and then the energy that is exerted sa pag-try og move sa ato ang electrons padung sa positive plate will create the energy nga na-store sa ato ang capacitor. Okay? So this stored energy is equivalent to the work exerted to charge the capacitor. So ang energy ko is just equivalent to the work ang atong the amount of kaning work nga gi-exert para ma-charge tong capacitor. Okay? So, kumbaga, you can relate this to the potential energy that we discussed in Unit 2. Or, was it Unit 2 or Unit 3? I think Unit 3. Unit 3, where we computed for the amount of work na i-move ang usa ka particle to some point by the change in the energy nga na-exert as the particle move from one point to another. So you can relate that as well sa kaning particular na topic. Okay? So again, the stored energy is equivalent to the work. Okay? So change of energy ang ato ang isgutan kung gihapon dire. Okay? But when is work exerted in a capacitor? No work is needed to move the charge when the capacitor is uncharged. So wala ay mahitabo nga charging niya pasabot ninhi if walay source charge nga naka-charge. Walay, kumbaga, mahog nga ang capacitor, wala ni magisaksak sa saksakanan. Okay? So walay mahitabo nga charging kung wala siya gi-charge. So walay source nga voltahe, wala. So no work ang nahitabo. Wala may na kuan. Di ba, ang work nato will be equal to the gi-exert nga kuan nimo amount of the amount of energy needed to charge a particular capacitor. So since wala man siya naka-charge yung capacitor, then wala yung work nga nahitabo. Tayo sa kadali. Okay? During the charging process, however, work is required to move the charge against the increasing potential difference in the system. Okay, so di ba, may mo man tong net positively charged ang ato ang upper plate, and ang ubos na plate or ang ato ang ubos na conductor rather will become more negatively charged siya kay mo acquire man siya more negative acquire siya more electrons from the battery. Then there is electric field nga mabuo. May create positive electric field ang ato ang upper plate and negative electric field ang ato ang lower plate. So mas ma-attract ang ato ang negative, again, ang electrons ma-attract sa ato ang positive nga mga charges nga naa sa upper plate, but they cannot cross the inductor. Di sila makatabok. Instead, naray work nga na-exert ang electrons to push themselves against the electric field of the positive. Pero di gyapon sila kaabot sa positive. Kumbaga, pinagtagpo pero di tinadhana. Okay? And that amount of work is converted into energy. Okay? Imahin mo siyang energy. Next, how do we calculate the amount of work needed? So, morning formula sa ito ang pag-calculate sa amount of work. That is, work is equal to the voltage times the change in charge. Or nabali man siguro ni. Or technically, you can just focus on the formula below, which is W is equal to V times Q. So yes, continue no. So again ha, please be kuan kani familiar with the formula. Okay, easy ra man sad ni tulo ra man ka letters. Work is equal to voltage or volt times the charge. Okay? Now the stored energy in a capacitor is equal to the amount of work needed to charge the capacitor. It's actually repeated dinhi nga part. Okay? Nabalik ra siya. So I will not repeat explaining it again. Now, recall, how do we calculate for the energy stored in capacitors? So, we're in the part where we do the calculations na. So, recall that equation for work is W is equal to V times Q. Okay? Suppose that the potential energy of an uncharged capacitor is initially equivalent to 0. So, of course, kung uncharged ang ato ang capacitor, then again, there is no work, meaning there is zero potential energy. So, wala siya energy nga gi-exert. Wala pa. Okay? Now, the work W then also amounts to the potential energy of the capacitor after it has been charged, according to the equation. So this will become the equation of our work or energy. In this case, we're still connecting or what's the terminology of this? To relate the work into internal energy or potential energy in this case. So that will become U is equal to Q square over 2C, or pwede po siya 1/2 is equal to 1/2 times C times V square, or that's 1/2 times Q times V. Okay? All of these three are the same. Same ba sila? But ang managlahi lang, and again, you would notice it from the variables being used in each of the terms, is that for the first, managlahi lang isang kuan lang yun. Ang ano na lang, ako na lang i-shortcut. Managlahi lang yun ani is the values that you use for each of the formulas. Okay? So for the first na or after sa U, di ba? After sa U naman siya formula Q square over 2C. So you're going to make use of the value of the charge or the magnitude of the charge divided by the capacitance of the capacitor. Okay? Or you can use the second after that, which is you'll be using the capacitance and the voltage or the volt. And then lastly, you can also use the charge and the voltage. So all of these three can be used later sa ato ang mga problem solving. Okay? So i-mental note lang ni sila, or you can write down in your notes ani nga mga formula. Next, what does this tell you about the capacitance? Capacitance not only measures the capacity to store energy, but also the ability to store charge. So again, remember that sa ato ang lesson 1, we mentioned that the capacitor's purpose is to store energy nga pwede gamiton sa ato ang circuit or gamiton sa inyong sa usa ka system, sa isa ka electrical system. Okay? So ang sa kaniyang formula, you're being told, or it's giving you the idea rather. It's giving you the idea that it also measures a capacitance, it also measures the capacity of the capacitor to store the energy. Okay? To store that particular energy, or its ability to store that charge. Okay? So technically nga na siya ang capacitance. Next, once a battery is attached to a capacitor to charge it, a constant potential difference becomes available in the systems. So there will be voltage na kay potential difference or change in volts sa imong system if na-charge na nimo ang imong capacitor. Okay? Kaya naka-attach naman ang battery. So meaning mo acquire na og electrons ang ato ang capacitor, or dili mo acquire. Mo flow na ang electrons sa ato ang capacitor. Unya, because of that, then it will start to kaning acquire energy as well, kaya na may change in electric potential inside the capacitor. Okay, na siya change. Okay, so kumbaga as the potential energy magkuan kaning mag-increase sa ato ang capacitor, there's also let me just rephrase that. Or naraday sumpay no, sorry kayo. Naraday sa sumpay. So kung mag-increase ang atong capacitance, mo allow siya og much greater nga charge and also much greater nga energy. Okay? So kung magkataas og capacitance ang ato ang capacitor, then mas dako siya og lugar, kumbaga kung tangki pa ng atong capacitor, mas dako siya luna for the water to come in, as well as mas dako pud ang energy nga matigom inside that particular tangki. Okay? Kaya dako man siya lugar. Okay? So, yung ana ra siya og analogy for this particular slide. Now, take note as well for the kuana formula. We have Q is equal to CV, katuning original nga kaning formula for computing the capacitance. In this case, ang charge lang i-compute, and then we had the capacitance and the voltage multiplied together. For the energy, I believe that was used here. This is CV square over sakto na siya. That is the kaning naa sa tunga nga formula, 1/2 CV square. Mao ra ning naa diri sa ato akong slide. Okay? Take note of that. Work is inversely proportional to capacitance. The greater C is, the easier it will be for the capacitor to contain a fixed amount of charge. So, work will be inversely proportional to capacitance. Okay? So, kung magadako ang C, mas magkagamay pud ang work. Okay? Pero kung magkagamay pud ang imuhang C or imong capacitance, then magkadako pud ang imuhang work. Okay? So, inversely man siya. So, meaning bali. Kung nag-increase ang usa mo balik mo decrease. Kung mo decrease ang usa, mo increase pud ang usa. Okay? So, how are capacitors charged? The charging process entails work to be done against the electric field. So, mo ni akong giingon. Sa electric field, ang naghimo og energy sa ilaha. Okay? Where potential energy is stored between the conducting plates. So, katong amount of energy nga matigom as electrons try to go against the flow of the electric field inside the capacitor, it will create the energy. This can be done by determining the energy density U. So, mo na akong giingon. We will be thinking about energy as like a we will think about energy as like water inside a tank. Okay? Di ba ang water will occupy space in a container. So, meaning volume ang iyang gitry occupy. So, it's going to be like how compact the water is inside a particular container, or the compactness of something means density. Okay? So, that's monang energy density ang iyang gigamit. Okay? So, what is energy density? That is the energy per unit volume in the region between the conducting plates of a parallel plate capacitor with an area and a separation distance. So, again, you will be using the values of the area sa imuhang sa imong plates, which is, again, the same ra sila sa duha ka plates. Ang top plate ug ang lower plate, parehas sila og area. And the distance between them. Okay? So, kumbaga, pwede siya mahimo una ni mga cylinder. So, ang babaw sa cylinder nga circle o ang ubos nga sa cylinder nga circle will be the area o katong imuhang plates niya. Okay? And in between those plates, kanang area nga naa sa tunga-tunga sa duha ka circle sa cylinder, then that will be the separation of the two plates or letter D. Okay? So, mao na siya ang energy density. Now, how do you solve for the energy density? Morning formula sa energy density. You have the potential energy is equal to, or energy density rather. Energy density is equal to 1/2 CV square over AD. Okay, again, mentally, take note of this one, or you can write down this formula in your notes. Okay? So, if you notice ato ang babaw, that is just the formula of our potential energy. If we go back here, potential energy na to is just 1/2 CV square, kana nasa center. Okay? So, gigamit siya for the energy density and we just divide it by the volume sa ato ang capacitor. Okay? And you will get the energy density of the capacitor. Okay? So, ako lang iklaro ko, no? This will be, kaninga part is U, and this will be the volume. Okay? So, kumbaga, you're computing for the energy density or how compact the energy is inside the capacitor by knowing the potential energy present inside the capacitor, potential energy, and dividing it by the pila may masud yun, pila may content, or kanang how big is the volume of our kaning capacitor. Okay? So, ingan siya. Let's proceed. Now, for spherical capacitors, so di ba naman ito tulo ka types? We have the parallel, the cylindrical, and the spherical. Lahi ang iyang pag-compute for potential energy niya, or energy density rather, dili potential energy, energy density. Okay? So, if you recall from our lesson 1, the formula in getting the capacitance for spherical capacitor is motong taas. 4 pi epsilon naught times RB over RB minus RA. Isip.
Wala yan, tokto si Rabi ka na.
Okay. Thank you.
Grabe, hindi ka sali.
Okay? So we'll be making use of that formula in formulating the Dili energy density. They know this is the potential energy here ang gigamit. Okay? Potential energy sa ato ang kaning spherical capacitor. Mao na siyang formula. That is kaning naara sa pinakalas na side, Q square over 8 pi epsilon naught times RB minus RA over RARB. Okay? But if you want to figure out yun sa siya pag-come up, remember that let me just go back sa formula sa potential energy. Here. Okay, we will make use of this part ha, kaninga formula. Kaninga formula, Q square divided by 2C in generating the equation ko itong kaganina sa spherical capacitors. So, Q square na siya. So, sayop ni ha, Q square. Okay? Pwede lagay ka na akong gamiton. Sige. Ato na i-continue. Now, recall that C sa ato ang spherical capacitor is katong taas. So, I'll write it down. Q over 2 times 4 pi epsilon naught RB over RB minus RA. Okay? So, mao na tong formula. Unya, since this is a fraction man, this is Q square, by the way. Q square. So, ato na i-simplify. So, mahog ni nga ang kanisiya makombine ning 2 4 mahimong 8. So, that's Q ko ron. 8 ang gipuro mo. Tala. Q square over 8. Unya pi, then epsilon naught. Since this is a fraction, and it is the denominator, meaning imo siyang i-reciprocal and multiply it to the original fraction. So, reciprocal niya is RB minus RA over RARB, which is the same sa unsay naa nato sa babaw. Okay? So, we just made use of the formula for the capacitance and also the initial formula for the potential energy. Okay? Sige. So, for the energy density of that particular nga problem, spherical capacitor, then this is the formula. Okay? Energy density is equal to 1/2 epsilon naught, then ato ang electric field squared. Let me just remember yun sa tuna ko pag-compute ani. I made use of U is equal to 1/2 CV square over AD. Okay? And then, I remember that V, in particular, is equal to ED. Let me just remember. I forgot. Namanan na nakukuan. Ako, mali ito. Jut lang. Just for point 2. And also C is equal to epsilon naught A over D. Okay, if you still remember. Now, I will write this down again. So that's U gamma is equal to 1/2. Instead of writing C, I will write epsilon naught A over D. And then I will write for V as E D square. Ay, sorry, nabali. Square sa gawas. Okay? Over our A times D. Okay? The next, simplify. That's 1/2 epsilon naught A over D times E square D square over A D. Now take note, we can cancel out A, we can cancel out D, and then we can also cancel out we can cancel out the D there. Sayop ko. Di na nga di ako pasabot. Okay? We can cancel out the d here ug the d here with another d here. Kakaduha man ni, kay d square man ni. This is d times d. Okay? So makancel ang duha ka d. So ang maibili na lang is e square. Okay? So ang tanan nasa ubos kay mawala na siya. Therefore that is 1/2 epsilon naught and then e square, which is our formula over here. So diyan na pag-derive ang ato ang energy density nga formula. Okay? So sa kani, we made use of the potential difference. If you remember sa ato ang lesson unit 3, ang atong formula for potential difference is ED ra. Kung naara tay electric field nga given and distance, or you can say distance. Okay? And also we use the parallel capacitance na formula, which is katong 1/2 kaning asa naman ni kani siya. 1/2 na to. Wala apil ang 80 sa ubos. Again, since this is density, so we divided rather it with the volume. Volume siya. Kung i-divide. Okay? So kanina ang ato ang sa parallel capacitance. Okay? So we made use of those two formulas to come up with the formula for energy density. Now let's proceed to our next slide. So electric field energy is simply a different way of expressing electric potential energy. Energy may either be viewed as a shared property of all the charges in a given system or as a property of the electric field created by the charges. Both of these interpretations lead to the same value of energy, or U. Okay? Sige, let's have examples. Determine the amount of energy stored in a defibrillator 15 microfarad capacitor that has a potential difference of 8.85 times 10 to the positive 3 volts. Okay? So actually, this is my first time to solve this problem. So atong hinahinayan kay basig kuan ka masayop. So let's start with letter A again. A will be what is being asked in the problem. We're being asked for the amount of energy. So that's U. Okay? We're being asked for the U. Dayon, letter B, what is being provided in the problem? So we are provided with the defibrillator's capacitor value, capacitance, which is 15.0 microfarad, or that's 15.0 times 10 to the negative 6 farad. We are also provided with the potential difference, or V, which is 8.85 times 10 to the positive 3 volts. Okay, that's volt, sorry. It looks like U, but it's V. And then, I think more hatag sa problem on nilain, we can proceed with the working equation. Okay, so for the working equation, that is, since we're only looking for the potential energy, so there are three formulas. If you remember, we have Q square over 2C, or 1/2 CV square, or 1/2 QV. Okay? But since we're only given with C and V, then the most appropriate one is the second one, 1/2 CV square. So that's what we are going to use. That's D is equal to, letter D na ta, that is 1/2, and then the value of our capacitance, which is 15.0 times 10 to the negative 6, and then times our volt, which is 8.85 times 10 to the positive 3. So it should give you an answer of, this is in square by the way, sorry, nakalimot ko. That is squared. And that should give you the answer of 587.42. Since this is energy, so it's measured in joules. And that is your final answer. Now for the energy density, the what do you call this one? Have I provided with the value of the permittivity of free space? I'll just add up sa ato ang lesson. So the value of permittivity of free space, or epsilon naught, is 8.85 times 10 to the negative 12. That's Coulomb square divided by Newton meter square. Okay, or I think that's farad m, if I'm not mistaken, farad m. or something. I will verify. Anyways. Sige. So again ha, this is in energy man ang ato ang gipangita. So the answer should be in joules. So that is the final answer. 587.42. Okay, let's check. Wala siya magkapariha. Dili ko sigurado bakit hindi siya pariha. But yeah, i-try niyo yung compute tong akong gipakita sa previous slide or katong atong computation, and it should give you the same answer supposed to be. I don't know anong lahi man na siya. Wa siguro ma-edit sa nag-edit sa iyang kuan. Sa ni. Sa ato ang kani presentation. But I will double check again basig ako po na sa iyo. Negative 6 and then times 8.85 times 10 to the positive 3 square square divided by 2. Yeah, sakto. 587.41 yun. 42. Sakto yun. So, ang nasa inyo ang yung nakita sa screen nun is dili mao. Ha? Wala na siya ma-edit sa nag-game mo aning presentation. So, let's proceed with the next example. Again, you do this one, the same ragyapog method sa yun sa nato pag-solve din. So, let's do the last example for this video. So, what is the capacitance of a heart defibrillator that has delivered 4.01 times 10 to the positive 2 joules by initially discharging its capacitor with a potential difference of 1.05 times 10 to the positive 4. Again, this is my first time solving this problem. So, atong hinahinayan para dili tayo masayot. So, let's start with letter A again. What is being asked in the problem? Our letter A will be the capacitance. We're being asked for the capacitance. So, that's letter C. Dili siya kuan ha. Well, we're not talking about parallel and series connections here. Just simple capacitance lang. So, that's C ang missing. Letter B, what are being provided sa problem? So, we're provided with the energy here, which is U. That's 4.01 times 10 to the positive 2 joules. And then, we're also provided with the volts, or potential difference to be more exact, which is V is equal to 1.05 times 10 to the positive 4. Since this is volts, so volts po siya ang iyang kuan. Iyang unit of measurement. Okay? And next. Now, take note, ang i-provide sa tuwa is for letter C na ta. For letter C. Take note that we're being provided with the energy and the voltage. And if you remember sa to ang energy, natay tulo ka formulas, but the one with the C and the V is 1/2 CV square. Okay? Hindi ba C man ang gipangita? Unya natay V po gi-provide. So we can make use of this one, but we will manipulate the formula so that ang C ang ma-isolate sa usa ka side. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply. So akong na ma-delete ang V squared ni og 1/2. I'm going to multiply 2 over V squared. Okay? Para matanggal si 1/2 kay 2 times 1/2 is 1 raman. And then V squared times V squared divided by V squared is just 1. So C na lang ang mahibilin din eh. But kaning 2V squared will multiply to our U. So that becomes 2U over V squared. 2U ang utok. Tapos divided by V squared. Okay? Now, we can now solve for the capacitance. So let's have letter D over here. Letter D na tadali. And that is equal to 2U na to. So that's 2 times atong energy, which is 4.01 times 10 to the positive 2 over our voltage, or atong volt, which is 1.05 times 10 to the positive 4. Sorry, ato na sabon. 10 to the positive 4 unya raised to square pag yun. Remember, it's V square. So, erase pa nato sa square ang value. And that will be, I'll try my calculator kasi lahi na po ang ihatag sa atong presentation. So that is 2 times 4.01 times 10 to the 2, then divided by 1.05 times 10 to the positive 4 raised to square. So the answer is, I think that's 7.274 times 10 to the negative 6 farad kay capacitance pa ni, or that is 7.274 microfarad, and that is your final answer. Okay? Dali ra. Simple lang. Okay, so let's verify if my answer is correct. Again, 7.274 ang answer. Let's check. Okay, sakto. 7.27 lang siya, microfarad. And that is your final answer. Okay? There are also other quandinhi kanang there are other problems that you can try solving on your own. Okay? Please try. Suwayin ninyo. Anyways, ang method ani will be the same gyud sa nako pag-solve ni kani sad. The same rag method sa gyud sa nato pag-solve ni. Okay? So, akani po na po'y kinalasan to determine the magnitude of the electric field needed. So, you will be using katong sa energy density nga formula. Pwede ito ninyo gamiton kaya naman ito electric field. Okay? Dayon, for the volume, remember katong volume is just A times D. V is equal to A times D. Ako isuwat ko. V is equal to A times D. This represents the volume. Unsa kadak A, ang pwede isuod nimo sa katong capacitor. Okay? That's volume. So here, volume man ni siya, so you can use this one. And then for this one, since joules man siya, so that's energy. And it's even stated here, potential energy. So that's U ninyo. Okay? So what is being asked here is the amount of electric field. So, wala mag-state din kung sa siya nga type of resistor, di mo siya spherical. So, you can assume that this is parallel plate. Okay? So, the formula is U is equal to 1/2 CB squared over AD, where AD is already the V. Or pwede nimo ingnaon 1/2 CB squared over V. Volume, volume. And if you remember, this part is just the energy. Volume. So, nanakay energy, nanakay volume. So, ang imo na lang buhaton is divide. And you will get the energy density pa ni siya. Okay? Energy density pa gani ni. And afterwards, you can make use of katong usa, which is energy density is equal to 1/2 EO ba to? O E square. O kani. Then, after that, kukuha na nimo ang value sa E niya. Okay? Ang una na lang gikuha is ang value pa sa E. Kani. Imo siya gikuha. Tapos, ikahuman, imo siyang i-plug in dinhi. Or imo ni i-manipulate para mahimo siyang E square. So, ako na manipulate. Kaya narabay uban maglisod pa. So, that is E is equal to the square root of U 2U over epsilon naught. Kanara. If after this one, then you can get the kani. So, ipangita sa problem. Okay? Sige. You do that on your own. Okay? Para itaas na natin kayo ang video. So, if you have any questions regarding the topic, feel free to send me a message. I will try to answer your question as soon as I can. And on our next lesson, we will be talking about dielectric. So, if you remember sa ito ang insulator, it can also be changed with the dielectric, no? Pwede siya alis doon with dielectric. So, ako na explain sa ng dielectric in the previous, in the next lesson. So, for now, I'll just give you an overview that it's about dielectric. Okay? So, that is it for the video. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you learned something out of this, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.